Welcome to the World's Perspective Show. Today, if you saw the website, we have a very interesting topic coming up, and it's to do with disabilities, and specifically visual impairment, and how it is perceived across various communities and the world. So, on the first part of the show, I want to start with my community, the Orange community, and how they view blindness and the challenges they seem to associate with the visual impairment.
Being blind is a serious issue.
I don't really know a lot about blindness when you can't see.
It's a disorder, I think. Braille, well, that's the little bumps on the paper.
It helps blind people read.
I think kids with blindness still are able to attend school and it's pretty rough.
It's also approached by many friends with questions such as, how do you use a cell phone? Can you even text? How do you cook? How do you travel a subway? Your ISO made a survey up. Results showed that 56% did not think that the blind can accomplish their goal. So this made me start to think and to form an underlying problem. I began to realize that my community does not understand the potential of the visually impaired, and that it was my goal to raise awareness for our potential. This led to the creation of my action plan, which I call Project Role Model. It's very interesting because all of my accomplishments in Project Role Model seem to be connected. I saw that Facebook was very inaccessible to the visually impaired, and I began to petition to make it better. This seemed to have triggered the attention of my high school. I was approached by the TV productions team. The result? The Blind Truth video. I was accepted into hiking the Grand Canyon through an organization known as Global Explorers. I was actually one of 10 people to hike the Grand Canyon, so it's very exciting.
I'm not letting blindness limit me.
I'm pioneering possibilities.
We are most unlikely teams of students,
embarking on extraordinary journeys.
We are all leading the way.
I created the Leading the Way blog, which had the goal of showing people how I experienced the Grand Canyon. This connected with my middle school program, because I felt that direct education is definitely a way to impact the people you want to impact. With the middle schoolers, I can share the blog and my Global Explorers experience directly. My presentations also contain simulations on how I use technology, how I use various methods of communication. And I think this also inspired them and showed them how I perceive my world and how I accomplish things.
Before Tommy's visit, I thought completely different about blindness. I never would have imagined all the things that blind people can accomplish. The technology was amazing. I thought Tommy was extremely inspiring and touching.
Yesterday I learned that you can do anything, even if you are blind.
Through the help of my superintendent and Mrs. Fraser, I was able to continue this educational aspect of my project. I talked to the Board of Education, to the Kiwanis Club, to the Sight Center, as well as the National Technical Arms Society. I created the World's Perspective Show to help you get an open mind and to understand new ways of thinking. I do want to end today's show here by saying my own personal quote, which is, please live life the way you want it lived. This is DJ Tom signing off from the World's Perspective Show.